So I woke up to this a couple hours ago. It's at the end of the week, it's going to be March. I mean, this is what our winters are supposed to look like, not spring. So I'm going to have to get out and dig my driveway out so I can get to work today. Not getting a snow day, as far as I know. That'd be awesome, but that's not going to happen today. Well, how I dealt with my anxiety over the years, it was interesting. I really struggled, I think, just growing up with it. It didn't get any better as I got older because I just didn't know how to handle it. It was like I had almost no control over my life, and it really sucked. It was like facing a dragon, and you're this knight, but you have no armor, you have no sword, you have no arrows to shoot this dragon. You're completely bare. You have no armor on. And it's this just monster of a horrible dragon that's about to eat you. Like you're going to die. So I basically felt like I was facing just impending doom most of the time whenever I was going through these fits. I struggled with anxiety attacks. And some of the things that happened throughout the course of my life were, I started experimenting with drugs, and that actually ended up causing anxiety for me because of just how my reaction to them, how I was reacting to them, and what the chemical reaction was in my own body. And so that was something that happened when I was younger, growing up. The other thing too was looking at porn. Porn just has a weird chemical reaction. It's like a drug. And then when you get back out into the real world, dealing with like social situations, you start to develop social anxiety the more you are an addict to this drug, this this internet phenomenon, and you start to just feel disassociated. You don't feel like you belong, is what I started to feel like the more I got in depth with porn. And so that was just something that I had to cut out of my life. Something I had to deal with. So I had to stop doing the drugs. I stopped doing the porn. I started to really get into meditation these last year and a half. And man, it was really healthy for my mind. I was starting to just heal my mind. I also was a big fan of taking some herbs like ashwagandha. If I had trouble sleeping at night, I had racing thoughts, I would take some of that, or I would drink a cup of chamomile tea. And it would put me right to sleep, and I would feel a little bit more regular the next day, going to the bathroom and things like that. Anxiety for me was detrimental. It made me feel like I wouldn't be able to. So some of the symptoms was I couldn't breathe, like maybe like I am right now trying to record this. I would go into shallow breathing, and I wouldn't get enough air to my head. With meditation, one technique that it's taught me was to bring, my conscious state back to the breath, to bring my mind and my body back to the breath. So whenever I have these fits of anxiety now, and, trust me, I still struggle with it. I go back to diaphragmatic breathing, and it's one of the best ways and best therapies to just try and get your mind back on track. One of the things I've learned, though, too, is that a lot of it comes from thoughts and our thought process. We are not our thoughts. Our thoughts only become true when we manifest them. And that, I think, is just one of the biggest truths that I've learned through meditation and through going through the things that I dealt with in life. So, along with getting enough sleep and a healthy diet, those were just some precursors and pluses. Also, getting a good exercise routine, whether you're playing sports or you're lifting in the gym. A good exercise routine will help you manage your anxiety the most and help you get the sleep and keep your body in the shape that you need to keep it in. So when I started going back to those things too as fundamental principles, that really helped me reduce anxiety in my life. But I mainly just didn't have any control until I started becoming more aware of what I was going through, what my emotions were, and what I was doing to my mind and my body day in and day out. That's when I finally realized where my anxiety was coming from. So meditation has really helped me out the most, though, too, with just getting control of this and trying to stop the flow of thoughts and stopping, why am I feeling this way? Why am I getting so stressed out about this one thing that hasn't even happened yet? Or why is that thought coming into my mind? You know, always questioning and being aware of my thoughts. So with that, guys, that's just it for the video. Those were some of the things that I went through. So don't do drugs, don't look at porn, eat a healthy diet, go to the gym and lift, meditate, pray, get your mind straight, you know, train your mind to be better and to be calm. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.